You guys, welcome out. 2 kills. It ended Wolves nil, Manchester United 1. Manchester United beat Wolves 1-0, and a very bloody important win. And of course, Manchester United are now in the Blade top four. We're into the top four and going into the new year. And we've also got a game in hand to play on Tottenham as well. And it's absolutely huge for Manchester United going into the new year. It wasn't the best of performance, but a win is a win at the end of the day. The Molineux, we all know it's a hard place to go in Manchester United. Like, we usually find it hard to go to the Molineux and get a win. And, it's always a tight game when we go and play at the Molineux. And it was today. I mean, David De Gea needed to make a few very good world-class saves to keep us in that game today, such as that Ruben Neves free kick in that second half. So, he needed to make some big saves today, David De Gea. And, I'm so glad that we were able to get that win today because, it was very well deserved. It was a very well deserved win from Manchester United. I mean, we had some good performances from some players and then not so good performances from others, though, of course. But, I think most of our team, I thought most of our team were pretty good, though. I thought most of our team were playing pretty good today. To be fair, I mean, yeah, there were a few players who didn't have their greatest of games, and we expect more such as Anthony, as we know, of course, bit disappointing, obviously, from him. But look, at the end of the day, I think it was it wasn't our best performance of the season. It wasn't our worst performance of the season, in my opinion, to be fair. But, it wasn't great. We were sloppy at times, especially in that first half. But I do think, as soon as Rashford did get brought onto the pitch today, I just think we looked like an even better team. And, the players look glad to see him being brought on. And, he definitely brings that, Marcus Rashford definitely brings that extra spark to this Manchester United team, because from the looks of things, we are a better team with him at this moment in time. We are definitely better with him. And, that goal today to win us the game, so bloody important for us, of course, as we know. And he's such an important player to this Manchester United team, Marcus Rashford. So, and all those Manchester United fans are happy to see him back playing he's the Marcus Rashford that we all bloody know, isn't he? The Marcus Rashford that we're getting at the moment, and it's great to have him back playing well. It's great to have the Marcus Rashford that we all know playing at Manchester United. Of course. But yeah, we're going to jump into some player ratings now, though, guys. We're going to jump into some player ratings. So yeah, let's do that then. Okay. So player ratings we got on the screen. Make sure you guys, of course, drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you're new, of course, guys. But yeah, player ratings now, for Manchester United. Okay, so David De Gea in goal. The average 7.70, 7.70 for De Gea. What are we going to give for David De Gea today? Thought he's very good today. Clean sheet, and he's second on the most clean sheets now for Manchester United, which is good to see. He was a big influence to this Manchester United side, so I'm going to give him an 8. And there's definitely, you could give him your man of the match. To be fair, you could definitely give him your man of the match. In my opinion, there's no arguments with that. I mean, David De Gea definitely deserves a lot of credit from that game today. And if you're giving your man of the match, then fair enough, because I thought he was a massive part of our win today. He was a big part in us winning that game today. And it was a great performance from him. It's a great performance from David De Gea today. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is next. What do we give Wan-Bissaka? I mean, people have given him on average is 7.39. 7.39 for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I mean, 7.39 is. I'd just give him a 7. I thought he was very solid today, and he's definitely trying to. He really does, of course, want to play fight for that right back spot with Dalot, and now's his best chance if Dalot is out injured. Do I think he'll get it back over Dalot? Probably not, but he's doing his part as a decent backup right back he's showing. So fair play to the guy. I will give Aaron Wan-Bissaka a 7 today. I thought he was solid. You can't say he wasn't. He definitely deserves a 7. I think he definitely deserves more than a 6. And I think a 7 is definitely a fair mark. Score for Aaron Wan-Bissaka today. Rashford, Varane, what a player and what performance it was from him today. He gets an 8, in my opinion, Varane. I will give Varane an 8. I mean, today, I honestly thought he's fantastic. I honestly thought Rashford Varane was absolutely fantastic today at the back. And, he's showing what a centre-back he is. What an absolute... I mean, we all know he's world-class. One of the best centre-backs in the world, just gets injured a bit too much. That's the issue with that. That's just the issue with him. He just gets injured too much. But honestly, whenever he plays, he never has a bad performance. We're a better side with him in it as well. Honestly, he's a huge influence and huge player to this Manchester United team, in my opinion, Varane. He's an absolutely huge player who we really do need. And, he's a player who, he's a huge influence on this Manchester United side. And, we are, in my opinion, a miles better side just whenever Varane is in this Manchester United team. I honestly just think we're a miles better team with him in it. So, he's definitely a huge player. He's an absolutely huge player, to be fair. And, he made some real good contributions for us today as well. Great tackles when needed. And, just again, as I was saying, he just shows, how important of a player he is to this Manchester United side. He's so bloody important. And he showed why he is today. He showed why he's a huge and important player to this Manchester United side from how he played today. So fair play to him. Of course, a huge influence on this Manchester United win today, in my opinion. Rashford Varane, and he's usually a huge influence for us as well. He usually is a massive influence for us, and we're definitely a much better team with whenever Varane plays, in my opinion. So it's definitely great to have him in this Manchester United side. 100% it is. And what a player he is! What a player he is! And let's just hope that he doesn't get injured too often, because we need him. We need the guy. We really do need the guy. To be fair, so let's just hope that he doesn't get injured too often. That's just what we need to hope, because if he doesn't get injured that often, then it's absolutely huge having a player like Varane in this Manchester United team on a consistent basis. He's a real important player for us. So we need him. We bloody need him in this team. We need him. Anyway, guys, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you're new. It would have cost me a lot if you could. Luke Shaw. What do we give Luke Shaw? Playing a centre-back today as well. And, he's shown throughout these games he's a better centre-back than Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. He's better than both combined. Honestly, Luke Shaw, obviously he's a great left-back, of course. Malisi has been playing well at left-back recently as well, though, don't forget. But, he's showing at this moment in time, Luke Shaw, that he's a better centre-back than Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire. He's showing it. He's just showed it the past 2 games. And he's made more contributions at centre-back, Luke Shaw, than Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof have all season. And Luke Shaw's only played 2 bloody games. So, he's a real important player. I haven't even ranked him yet. 7.5, I think, is fair. So I will go with a 7 for Luke Shaw. A very solid performance from him. A very solid performance from Luke Shaw today. And a very important player for Manchester United, as we all, of course, know. Great, important player to have in this Manchester United team, of course. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe if you're new, of course. It would, of course, mean a lot if you could drop a like and subscribe if you're new. I'm going to quickly put out a poll. Will Man United get the best out of Anthony? Because I think we will. I really do think we can. I'm not going to put out a question saying, oh, is Anthony a flop? I don't think that's great. So I'm just going to put, will Man United get the best out of Anthony? I believe we can. I just think he'll need a little bit of time, in my opinion, Anthony. But I think the best will come. The best will come for him, from him, in my opinion. Okay. So a 7. Malaysia 7 as well. Yeah, I think literally most of our back four deserve a 7 today, apart from Varane, who can get an 8, and I gave De Gea an 8 as well. Yeah, I think Varane and David De Gea today put in man of the match performances. To be fair, I do think Varane and De Gea are definitely man of the match contenders in this game today. I thought they both played fantastic, and they are a huge reason why we got the win today, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's really, really good to see them both playing well. Make sure you guys subscribe and drop a like on the stream if you haven't already done so, guys. It would mean a lot if you could, of course, guys. Drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Christian Eriksen, 6.8. I don't know. Christian Eriksen, he was all right. He wasn't amazing. He was all right today, Christian Eriksen. Don't know. I don't know. I think I will give him a 6. 6.8. I think it's a little bit generous, in my opinion, for Christian Eriksen. I mean, he's been playing well recently, obviously, as we all know. He has been playing well recently, without a shadow of a doubt. I just think today, he did play a few good balls through, and he did make a few good runs into the box. But I think a 6 is what Eriksen deserves today. I do think he deserves a 6. I think a 5's a bit harsh, but yeah, 6 I think is definitely fair on Christian Eriksen. Casemiro, he gets an 8. Honestly, he's one great player in this. He's such a great player, Casemiro. He's such a massive bloody influence in that centre midfield, and he's just a huge influence on this Manchester United team. He's definitely one of our best players. He's definitely one of our best players by a mile, in my opinion. He 100% up there with one of the best Manchester United players in our team at the moment. I do think the best players in our team right now, I would probably say Casemiro, Varane, Rashford, and De Gea. And Martinez. I think they're our best players at the moment, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, they're such important players, to be fair. I mean, don't forget the work ethic of Bruno Fernandes, though. Don't forget. Because without Bruno Fernandes, I know Bruno's he did get an assist today, and Bruno's been receiving a lot of criticism recently, not from myself, but from a load of other people. But especially from fans, I think a lot of Manchester United fans see what he's doing because obviously, we watch the game very closely because it's our team. But I just think, obviously, rival fans and people who don't support us, they look at Bruno Fernandes, they're like, he's not scoring, he's not getting assists every game, he's awful. But now Bruno's work ethic is huge in this Manchester United team, and Bruno's leadership is absolutely huge. And he, I believe, was captain today, and he usually is. He's vice captain usually. So yeah, honestly, without Bruno's work ethic, he's such an important player. He's such an important player, and we've seen when Bruno doesn't play for us, we're not as good. We saw against us when we lost 3-1 to Aston Villa. I think I said this in my Nottingham Forest review as well. When we lost 3-1 to Villa, I think we definitely missed that Bruno Fernandes leadership and his work ethic during that game. We definitely missed him, in my opinion. And, when we played them at Old Trafford a few days after in the World Cup, the Carabao Cup, sorry, Bruno Fernandes was playing, and we looked like a miles better team to what we were when he wasn't playing. So, yeah, Bruno is a very important player. But, yeah, I don't know why we're suddenly talking about Bruno when we were on Casemiro, though. But yeah, Casemiro, great performance from him again for Manchester United. Such a great, important player. Anthony, how's he got a 6? He gets a 4. How's he been given a 6.2 on average? How have people come to that conclusion? How have people given Anthony a 6 point? How's he got a 6.2? I should never know. I should never know how Anthony has got a 6.2 from that game. I do not understand. I do not know. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe if you're new, guys. It would, of course, mean a lot if you could for more Manchester United and football content, of course, guys. But yeah, I do not understand how people have given Anthony 6.2 on average. So yeah, I've gone with a 4 for Anthony. Absolutely awful today. Vote on the poll about Anthony if you aren't ready. Will Man United get the best out of Anthony? I believe we will. 8 votes so far on the poll, and 100% saying yes. That's good to see. I agree. Yes, I do think we will. When will we get the best out of Anthony, though? I don't know. I know it will come soon. I mean, I think there's definitely glimpses in his game that, we will get the best out of him. We just need to hope that, obviously, like, he's not playing well at the moment, but we need to hope that that doesn't ruin his confidence and doesn't get to him too much. So that's what we need to hope. Let's just hope that it doesn't affect him too much and he's still able to keep going. But I think we can see glimpses. He's just unable to score, but we can see glimpses in his game. I just think the issue is he just needs to stop thinking he's an absolutely world-class Brazilian, because he's not a world-class Brazilian just yet. Like, he's not world-class Brazilian. He's not world-class Brazilian yet. He's playing like he thinks he's Pele, or Neymar, one of those two. But he's not there yet. He's not there yet. He needs to be a bit less selfish, in my opinion, Anthony. And if he's a bit less selfish, then I think that will definitely really help him. On the pitch, definitely. Bruno Fernandes. What do we give Bruno? Today, I will give Bruno Fernandes a 6. I mean, I do think that, people do need to look more at his work ethic and, what he does bring to the team when he's playing, because his work rate's fantastic. I just think, I just think that the issue is that, he's not really always contributing. He did get an assist for Rashford's goal, though, but, he's just not contributing as much as he was, like, last season or the season before. But still, though, Bruno, in my opinion, does get a 6. I think a 6.6 is fair. I'd probably give him like a 6.4, something like that, like a 6.4. I think I would give Bruno Fernandes today. But yeah, overall, he's a very important player for Manchester United whenever he does play. Garnacho, I will give Garnacho a 6. I will give Garnacho a 6 today. 6.3. I mean, it wasn't his best of games, and I think Rashford was needed. I think we should have brought. I think it would have been better if we brought Rashford on for Anthony, though. Possibly move Garnacho over to the right or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think we could have kept Garnacho on and took Anthony off, but still we got the win, so it doesn't matter too much, though, really, does it? If you think about it, it's not really too much of a big deal that. It's not really too much of a big deal, that didn't happen, though. But yeah, Garnacho gets a 6. Martial gets a 6 as well. I mean, he got a 5. I mean, I think that's a bit harsh. I think that's a little bit harsh on Martial. He's shown that he's an important player for Manchester United. Like, I mean, he like, you can't score every game. Martial didn't get a goal today, and Manchester United were sloppy at times. It wasn't really his fault. Oh, thank God we finished it just in time. Oh, we didn't do the bench, did we? We only made 2 changes though today. 3. But yeah, Martial, I think that's a little bit of a harsh rating. I think he at least deserves a 6. Donny van de Beek, I would have gave him a 6. Harry Maguire would have gave a 6. Alanga would have gave a 6. It's a bit harsh that people are just giving them 5s. They weren't on the pitch for that long, were they? So, it's a little bit harsh that people, have their agendas against Harry Maguire and Alanga. I mean, yes, I don't rate either of them. I think we should send Anthony Alanga out on loan. I think we should obviously sell Harry Maguire in the summer. He won't start in January. Remember, the January transfer window does open tomorrow. So, from tomorrow, we need to hear a lot more. We need to hear a lot more of things happening in Manchester United now. We need to hear a lot more. And, we're like, I don't know. Like obviously the whole Gakpo transfer failed, and that's unfortunate, of course. But look, I do. But Gakpo, the thing which I'm taking positive though out of not signing him is that if we signed Gakpo, then we wouldn't have signed a proper striker. And anyway, if you think about it, Gakpo is not an out and out striker anyway. It's definitely a blame shame that Liverpool were the team who had to go out and buy him. But Gakpo's not an out and out striker, and as I said a minute ago, if we signed Gakpo, then we wouldn't have even signed an out-and-out striker. That would have just been one transfer done, and I think that would have been it. I think we'll make one transfer in this January transfer window, and that's it. It's a shame as well, though, that we'll probably only make one transfer. I'm going to put out a poll as well, so yeah, you guys can get voting on that as well. What striker should Man United sign in January? I'm not going to put in Ivan Toney because I don't want him. I know people do want Ivan Toney, but I don't want him. So we got João Felix, but Felix ain't even like a proper out-and-out striker. He's a centre forward, really, if you think about it, though. But we'll have to put him in the poll anyway because he's definitely a likely signing for us. Who else is there who is like a likely signing for Manchester United in January? Likely Man United strikers. Who is there? So there's João Felix. We don't want like an on loan player, but that looks like that's what's going to bloody happen, is that we sign someone on a loan deal, which would definitely be very, very disappointing if we do, but that is probably what will happen because the Glazers are absolutely bloody awful. It's always Lautaro Martinez as well. Martinez, if you think about it, Lautaro Martinez. Who else is there? Is there Osimhen? Who we could sign? Could we sign him? I don't know if I want that deal, but I don't know. It's a tough one as well, though. It's a tough one. I got 2 people on the poll currently. Do we want Victor Osimhen? I'll put Osimhen in the poll. I just need to hit it right. I can spell his name because I had to search him up so I can spell his name. Osimhen. It's not how you spell his name. Okay, so we got him in the poll, and I suppose we had to play sticking like that, Tony, won't we? Because it's a likely deal as well. It's a likely deal, but I wouldn't go with Ivan Toney or João Felix. I'd go with Osimhen or Lautaro Martinez for the striker that Manchester United should sign in January. But yeah, you guys get voting on that, of course. Get voting on that poll. And let's see what people are saying. Make sure you guys, of course, drop a like and subscribe if you're new, guys. If you haven't already done so, it would mean a lot if you could drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. Get involved in the live chat as well, guys. Who's my man of the match today for Manchester United? My man of the match for Manchester United today, I would probably... I think Varane could get it. I think Varane, definitely showed throughout that game that, he was definitely a big man of the match contender. David De Gea as well, of course. Varane and De Gea, I think, are two guys that definitely deserve it, in my opinion. Varane and De Gea. You could argue Casemiro or even Rashford. Rashford came on. I think Rashford definitely changed the game for us today, 100%. Rashford changed the game for Manchester United today. And, I've been saying it, right? Like, Rashford's such an important player to this Manchester United team. And, Rashford's a big reason why we won that game today. And I do think we should have started him. To be fair, I do think. No, we couldn't start Rashford. Sorry, because of the disciplinary issue. That's why we didn't start Rashford. But fair play to Ten Hag though for showing that that no player is bigger than the club, and showing his authority as Manchester United manager. And I think that's what a lot of Manchester United managers since Sir Alex have failed to do. Is show authority. That's what literally every manager since Sir Alex has failed to do. Since Sir Alex, and that is show authority. But obviously now we've got Ten Hag, and he's starting to show everyone no player is bigger than Manchester United, and he's not going to take any shit of anyone. So it's great to see, and I'm a huge fan of Eric Ten Hag, and I'm really happy that he is Manchester United manager. And I do think that if Eric Ten Hag gets backed, and I'm sure he will do by the new owners when we do sell the club. But if you just give Ten Hag a striker in January, it will change us. It will help us a lot. It will help us a lot if you give Ten Hag a striker in January. That's all the Glazers need to do. I know you don't really want to spend your bloody money, but just give Ten Hag that striker, because honestly, if we can get a striker in January, it's huge for us. And Ten Hag's working hard with his Manchester United team, and I believe he can take us to some great places, Eric Ten Hag. And he is the man. Eric Ten Hag is the man, in my opinion. And I've been saying it for a while. And Eric Ten Hag, he's the man to take us far. He's the man to take us far. Back the man, though. You need to back the manager. And that's just been an issue over the years. But, let's get the Glazers gone. The positive to take out of this January transfer window is that this looks to be the Glazers' last ever transfer window as Man United owners. So I guess that's the positive to take out of it. This is the Glazers' final ever transfer window as Manchester United owners. Then we will have our new owners in, hopefully by the summer. I reckon by May the Glazers will be gone. But obviously there's loads of people wanting to put in bids for Manchester United, and I don't really mind who gets it. Obviously, if you are to get it, like, I'd ideally want it to be a Manchester United fan, or like a family who are Manchester United fans. Like, they're the ideal owners. Like, Sir Jim Ratcliffe would be my ideal one, because we know he's had success of doing this kind of thing. Obviously, like in other countries, I believe he owns other teams, and obviously, as we know, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he put in a bid for Chelsea. He obviously as well supports Manchester United and wants to own Manchester United now. So Sir Jim Ratcliffe, I think, would be the ideal. But obviously, the Glazers pick who they sell the club to. The Glazers pick who they sell the club to. Let's just hope it's not any of their mates. I mean, it won't be. Hopefully not. Hopefully, it won't be any of the Glazers' mates or anything. But I'm sure that it's. I'm sure we'll be all right, and we will get a good owner. Marcus Rashford says the reason he was late. Marcus Rashford says on why he was dropped. I was a little bit late. I slept in. I overslept. So Rashford overslept one night, so he was late for training. So that is why Rashford was dropped. So yeah, it's nothing too bad. He was late for training, and that was it. Marcus Rashford says it's the team's rules. It's a mistake that can happen. Disappointing not to play, but I understand. I was late for the meeting. I overslept. Okay, it's good to hear his good attitude towards it, though, and that he gets it. That's good to hear. I mean, Rashford, like we all know now, he's got a good attitude now, which is good to see from him now, of course. And it's just Marcus Rashford. He's one great player, of course, when he's on form, and it's great to have the proper Marcus Rashford back, because like, I've always been a huge Marcus Rashford fan, and he's always been one of my favorite Manchester United players, and I think me and a lot of other Manchester United fans, of course, started to worry that we might not get the proper Marcus Rashford back, and now we've got the proper Marcus Rashford back. I believe he scored 6 goals now this season, which Yeah, 6 goals. I believe Marcus Rashford scored this season, which is great to see. Of course, six goals Marcus Rashford has scored for Manchester United this season. And yeah, it's a very good, solid stat from him, of course. Make sure you guys, of course, drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, guys. Would of course mean that if you could drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you're new. Votes on the poll as well, guys. We got 4 votes on the poll so far. What striker should Manchester United sign in January? So far, 4 votes. 50% for João Felix. 25% for Lautaro Martinez, 0% for Osimhen, and 25% for Ivan Toney. Fair enough. I think the ideal one for me, in my opinion, would be. Most people are voting João Felix. My ideal one would be Lautaro Martinez. Like that's my ideal one. First of all, the reason why I wouldn't go with João Felix, and people saying they want João Felix, yes, João Felix is a very great player. He's very good, in my opinion, João Felix. Overrated, but João Felix, he's not an out-and-out striker, though. I think that's the issue here. João Felix is not an out-and-out striker, and that's why I don't want him. We need an out-and-out striker at Manchester United. The only proper out-and-out striker we got at this moment in time is Anthony Martial. That's it. Rashford's mostly known to being Marcus Rashford's obviously mostly known to being a left winger, and we want that out and out striker. And I do think that Martinez or Osimhen would be the ideal. Ivan Toney, I don't want him because of the whole betting thing which is going on. SWS Boxer says Martinez. Yeah, I agree. I would take Martinez or Osimhen. Ideally, Martinez though, because Osimhen's not bad. But obviously Martinez, like people are, some people are kind of comparing him to Haaland and Mbappe. He's not obviously as good as either of those two, but he's still a very solid player. He's a World Cup winner now as well. Martinez, don't forget. And we'll have the 2 Martinez's in our team, Linstrado and Lautaro. In our team, if we do sign Lautaro, I don't think we will sign Lautaro Martinez though. I think Lautaro Martinez is the one who I want the most, but I think that he's also the most unlikely player that we do sign. I think, the most likely player out of these 4 on the poll who we will sign in January, the most likely player who will sign is João Felix. But I really hope it's not. I mean, he's a very solid player. I do think though, a lot of people's reasoning behind wanting us to sign João Felix is so that way Arsenal don't sign him. But I couldn't really care less if Arsenal signed João Felix. I personally don't even think it will really. I don't even think João Felix will really suit Arsenal too much. Like, does he really even suit their formation? I don't know, but I personally just don't think João Felix will suit Arsenal anyway, and I think that is why quite a few Manchester United fans do want us to sign João Felix, and that is because they don't want Arsenal to get them. They don't want Arsenal to get it, but I couldn't really care less though, really. But if we sign Lautaro Martinez or Osimhen, then I think we're all good. I mean, Ivan Toney is a very good player. We all know, but isn't Ivan Toney a Liverpool fan? I'm not saying that that's an issue, but I mean, it kind of is an issue. But isn't Ivan Toney a Liverpool fan? There's issues with the whole betting thing going on with him at this moment in time as well. Don't forget. I mean, he's scoring mostly every game. Ivan Toney, he's the third highest goal scorer this season on 12 goals. So, I mean, he's done it for Brentford though. Will he be able to do it under the lights at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford, playing in a Manchester United shirt week in, week out? I don't know for a fact, and I don't trust Ivan Toney just yet if he can do that. I think, an ideal move, like if we're talking Ivan Toney's career, the ideal move for him would, I don't know, go to Tottenham or something. And then, if he does well for Tottenham, Manchester United can then snap him up. I'm not sure if that will work though, but, we'll just have to wait and see. But, obviously he's playing well at Brentford at the moment. You need to give it to him. But yeah, guys, drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you're new, guys. Drop a like on the stream. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. It would mean a lot if you could for more Manchester United content and football content in general. I might be back later. I probably will be back tonight. Later on, I might do a Brighton Arsenal review. Then I might do probably like my end of year football review. So like I'll do a couple of tier lists. We'll be live for like about an hour doing all of that. So if you guys want to come in, of course, we'll put out a few polls on that, and then if you guys do, of course, want to tune in, subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on if you do want to tune in to our end of year football awards, which I will be doing. And I mean, I've got some notes written down of like the possible options that we could do. So footballer of the year, match of the year, team of the year, breakout star of the year, one to watch for 2023, biggest shock of the year, manager of the year, goal of the year, assist of the year, and obviously then we've got as well striker of the year, midfielder of the year, defender of the year, goalkeeper of the year. We've got all that. So subscribe to the channel, guys, if you do want to tune into that. That will of course be later on tonight probably. But yeah, keep voting on the poll as well, guys. I mean, January transfer window is a huge one. I mean, honestly, January transfer window is a huge transfer window for a lot of clubs. It's absolutely huge. I mean, for Manchester United, I think all us Manchester United fans know this January transfer window is absolutely massive for us, and we need to do bits in this January transfer window at Manchester United. Like, we need to get these big deals done. We need to get big deals done at Manchester United in January. It's so bloody important that we do. It's so important that we get deals done. Because, you know, I mean, I don't know, though. I don't know how many deals we will get done because the bloody Glazers are moaning 2 months. We're selling the club, so we can't be arsed just to buy anyone else. I mean, apparently we're kind of broke at the moment because the Glazers are too busy wanting to sell the club. It's such a mess. And the Glazers are just, I honestly hate them so bloody much. I hate the Glazers so bloody much. It's unbelievable. But they need to go. They need to go. We need them to sell Manchester United. We need Manchester United to be sold to a Manchester United fan who cares about Manchester United. That's the ideal. Manchester United being sold to a Manchester United fan or a Manchester United family. But, you know, as I've been saying earlier on as well in this stream, my ideal owner that I would want a Manchester United would be Sir Jim Ratcliffe. In my opinion, that's the ideal. In my opinion. But, you know, look, we'll just have to wait and see what happens from here, though. But be interesting 100% to see what does happen. Okay, we've got 20 votes on the poll now. 21 votes on the poll now. 22 votes on the poll. It's going up a bit now. So anyway, 22 votes on the poll. Make sure you guys keep voting as well. 22 votes on the poll. So we got 41% for João Felix. 41% have voted for João Felix. 32% have voted for Lautaro Martinez. 32% for Lautaro Martinez, 14% for Osimhen, and 14% for Ivan Toney. So João Felix is the most popular. João Felix is the most popular one. Well, as I've been saying throughout the stream, he's not a proper out-and-out striker. That's why I wouldn't go for him. But if you want him, then that's your opinion. But personally, I don't think it will work. If you think it will work, then it's your opinion. We'll just have to wait and see what does happen with him. But you know, I mean. Honestly, I mean, people, you know, loads of United fans do want João Felix, of course. And, you know, I would obviously definitely rather Lautaro Martinez or Victor Osimhen. But, I mean, just not Ivan Toney. If it's not, I just don't trust Ivan Toney just yet. I know he's doing well at the moment for Brentford. I just don't know if it will definitely play 100% work. And he will be able to handle the pressure if he is going to be playing in a Manchester United shirt. Because think about it. Brentford to Manchester United is an absolutely huge transition. It's a huge change going from Brentford to Manchester United. It's a massive change. We're a much bigger and better club than Brentford. And, you know, it's a huge step up. But, you know, if it is Ivan Toney, then, you know, it would definitely be interesting to see. Joe the Baddest says Martinez. Yeah, I would want Lautaro Martinez as well. because he's the out and out striker, really. And that's the thing that Manchester United have been missing ever since. Because the thing is, which is just the real frustrating thing, is that literally Manchester United, we literally have hardly ever been planned. We literally, like the Glazers, they literally haven't really planned for what they want to do in January. I mean, I know, like, oh yeah, they want to sell the club, of course, but Ten Hag's been telling them for ages, I want these players, and he's not getting them these players. And they're not getting in the players that Ten Hag's requested. Ten Hag said, or was it Rangnick? Ralph Rangnick said he recommended Enzo Fernandez to Manchester United. Ten Hag has as well. So we've had Rangnick and Ten Hag recommend Enzo Fernandez to play in the centre midfield. Whether we need Enzo Fernandez, I don't know. I mean, I'm currently really happy with Eriksen and Casemiro. I mean, obviously, I think Enzo Fernandez is great. And, if we do sign him, then, I wouldn't complain. But at the moment, obviously, Casemiro and Eriksen, I'm really happy with in the centre midfield. I'm really happy with the midfield that we got at the moment at Manchester United. But still, though, if we do want to sign Enzo Fernandez and Ten Hag has him in his plans, then let's go for it then. If Ten Hag has plans for him, because, I definitely really do have big trust in Erik Ten Hag. So, yeah, I mean, honestly as well, I think, Ten Hag is the man to take us places. Let's hope Tottenham Hotspur lose tomorrow, so that way Manchester United can, of course, go on and, keep top four. But, we're ending 2022 in fourth place, which is great to see, of course. We're ending 2022 in fourth place, which is good. But let's hope Tottenham lose tomorrow, because if Tottenham lose tomorrow, then, we'd be 2 points ahead of them, and we'd have a game in hand on them as well. If City draw today against Everton, then we will be 4 points off them going to the new year, and we will be level on game. And we would have played the same amount of games as them as well. Jeez, honestly, like that looks good. That looks good. Also as well though, Newcastle, like, we're 2 points off Newcastle, and Newcastle have played a game in hand on us. Oh, this is great looking at this table. If Arsenal lose against Brighton, then we're 8 points off Arsenal, and we would have played level on games. Jeez, okay. So it's looking all right. Like, let's not jump to conclusions. We're probably not going to win the league, but let's just go as far as we can. Let's just, we'll get top four. I'm really confident that we can get top four. I mean, if we get signings in, but the thing is though, is that loads of teams in January are going to really want to strengthen up, because obviously the whole situation that's happened with the World Cup, and players can really obviously go on and tire out, and teams are going to be strengthening. And I think that's the thing. Let's not jump to too many conclusions, because teams will want to bloody strengthen, and there's us who we've got our owners who want to sell the club, obviously, of course, but we want to, but it looks like we only want to just sign one player, and I do think we need more than one player at Manchester United. We need more than one signing, but that's all we're going to get. And if we are only going to sign one player in January, then let's go with bloody a striker. We need a striker. We don't want to, the thing is though, people are saying, oh yeah, let's go on and sign Enzo Fernandez. If we go on and sign Enzo Fernandez in January, then we're not going to we're not going to sign a striker. We're making one signing in January at best, in my opinion. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm probably right on this. We're making one signing at best, and that's probably going to be a striker, and possibly just a João Felix loan deal. I will honestly have the biggest rant ever if we sign João Felix on a loan deal, or just if we sign just a striker on a loan deal. Do you remember? I know for a fact a lot of Manchester United fans will remember this. I certainly remember this a lot, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really wanted a striker in January. I think it was 2020 January transfer window. So yeah, only 3 years ago. Already 3 years ago. Jeez. But yeah, I still remember this clearly. And then we went on and we signed Udi and Igalo. who played for Watford and was playing for like a Chinese team at some point. I'm not gonna lie, I had no clue who Udine Igalo was before we signed him. I'm not sure if many people did. Then I did my research. I was like, oh yeah, he played for Watford. I recognize him, but yeah, let's just hope that we just don't have one of these Udine Igalo situations like we saw back in 2020. If that happens, then it's an absolute shambles. I know the Glazers are selling the club, but still, you need just back the manager and just get us the right bloody players that we need. It's just so important that Ten Hag gets back and just give the man a striker. Just give the man a bloody striker. That's all he's asked. That's all he's really asking for is a striker. He's come out. He said it publicly as well. Right, we want a striker in January. Give Ten Hag the striker. And make sure it's a permanent deal as well. Like, Jesus Christ, it's so important that we sign a striker in January. Honestly, I mean, do I think we will sign a striker in January? I'm kind of 50-50 on if we will. I really do hope so, though, because it's so important that Manchester United do sign a striker in January. It's so important that we do. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, guys. With me and if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, guys. It would be good if you could, of course. Let's have a look at the poll. Let's have a look at the poll quick. So we've got 26 votes on the poll, 26 votes on the poll. João Felix on 35%. Lautaro Martinez is also on 35%. So what strikers to Manchester United sign in January? João Felix on 30. Oh, João Felix on 33%. Lautaro Martinez now on 37%. Osimhen on 19% and Ivan Toney on 11%. Yeah, this is kind of how I expected the poll to go, to be fair. Kind of like something like this, to be fair. But yeah, guys, keep voting on the poll. If you haven't already voted on the poll, what strikers should Manchester United sign in January out of these lot? That's on the poll. Get voting. If you don't think it's any of these lot that we got on the if you don't think it's any of these lot that we got on the poll, then put in the live chat your recommendations for what striker Manchester United should sign in January. Because obviously Ten Hag's been vocal. We want a striker in January, and all the bloody Glazers need to do is just do one good thing for us in your years being here. Just do one good thing. And just sign a striker on your way out. Just for once. Just do one good thing. That's all we're asking. Just do one good thing for us and just get us a striker. And then piss off. That's what you can do. Get us a striker, then just piss off the good. Just buy us a bloody striker. That's all. That's just all we ask. And we need it in January. It's so important that we do get it. We need a new striker. Marcus Rashford says we all good now, boss. I mean, there should be. I mean, honestly, Rashford, thank God for him today. Thank God. I mean, what an amazing play he is. And it's so good to have the proper Marcus Rashford back where he's actually back scoring goals. And, this is the Rashford we all know. Anthony Martial's also picking up in form as well, don't forget, which is good to see as well. So, we have got players picking up in form. For Manchester United, which is great to bloody see, of course. But yeah, guys, make sure subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash the subscribe button and drop a like on the stream, guys. It would, of course, mean a lot if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, guys. What is all this? Oh yeah, so here we go. This is the table that we have got on the screen now. So now we can all see the table on the screen, of course. We've got the let's see if we can fit it. All right, so we got the top 15. We got top 15. So Manchester United, we're in fourth. It looks so good to see us in fourth. And we're 2 points off Newcastle with a game in hand on them as well, which is great to see. I mean, honestly, there's been so many people slagging us off throughout this season. So many people slagging us off. I know we've only played 16 games. We've got another 22 left to play. But I know that there's been so many Blade people slagging us off just throughout this season. It's pissed me off. Saying you stand to get in top four. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Before the season started, I didn't expect us to get top four, but I didn't realize how awful Chelsea would be. I didn't realize how awful Liverpool would be at the start of this season. I knew Tottenham were just absolute bottle jobs anyway, but I didn't expect like Liverpool and Chelsea to be doing as awful as they're doing right now. But yeah, I think with Ten Hag as Manchester United manager, we can definitely build on something, of course. But yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel with turn the notifications on, because later on today I will be doing my end of year football awards, of course, to end, and that will be our last ever final video on the channel for 2022. So yeah, make sure you guys, of course, drop a like on the stream, subscribe if you're new. So yeah, subscribe, turn the notifications on, guys. So that way you will be notified whenever we next do, of course, go live. Bloody hell, City have just gone 1-0 up. Of course they have, and it's Erling Haaland who scored. City have gone 1-0 up. Bloody hell. Wait, so let's have a look. So we're currently 4 points off of City. So now City will go lively. 7 points clear of us. Anyway, we'll just wait and see what happens. Come on, Everton. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys drop a like on the stream. Drop a like on the stream if you aren't already, guys, and subscribe if you are new to the channel, of course. Marcus Rashford got man of the match. I gave my man of the match to De Gea, I think, or Varane, one of those. I gave it to De Gea because the important save that he made today. So yeah, I give it to David De Gea. I give it to David De Gea. I will give the man of the match to David De Gea. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video, King Holes. I will speak to you all later on today. Make sure you subscribe. Drop a like on the stream, subscribe, and turn the notifications on as well, guys, so you're notified whenever we next do go live. So subscribe if you're new, turn the notifications on. Thank you for watching, guys. So yeah, subscribe if you're new, turn the notifications on. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, King Holes. I'll speak to you on the next one. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Peace out.